for this thing. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you.
Did you find yourself wondering if that special earring was a family heirloom, or was it perhaps a speaker where someone could speak to the speaker during her debate last night? I've done a little more research, and while the internet may be saying that it's a conspiracy to think that, the manufacturer doesn't seem to think it's a conspiracy. Isn't that great? You can get your own. And if the manufacturer doesn't think it's a conspiracy, how long has she been using this? I just want to take a look with you guys, because I've gone back over about a year's worth of speeches, campaign events, interviews. She really likes those earrings. And then at the end of this video, we're going to read a review that will explain why some of the debate rules that have been in place, and why the interview with Waltz and Harris was done pre-taped, and why there are some very interesting dynamics to how she speaks at live events with those earrings in place. Let's put two and two together, but first let's just look at the history of these amazing earrings. Notice that when we Google this right away, the first things you start to notice are conspiracy theory. No, conspiracy theory, more conspiracy theory. Why it's a conspiracy theory? It almost seems to me that there's a conspiracy theory about the conspiracy. Yes, it doesn't seem to end. But as we go, let's go right here to the manufacturer's website. And what do they offer? Oh, look at that. From the 2024 presidential election, you can get your own ones that were used in the 20. So the manufacturer themselves is offering what was used in the 2024 presidential election special edition. But you're right. It's just a conspiracy. Let's go through several interviews.
There are a number of things.
Wow, those look very familiar.
Foremost, one of my
and as we go through more and more of her there they are again. Wow, those look very familiar. Here she is on a TV show. Gosh, it's almost like we've seen those before. This is about a year old. Wow.
In time in which we to be
about
able
a year ago. Wow. Oh, look there. Oh, there at that campaign. Oh my goodness, she loves these earrings. There they are again. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Looky here at this campaign stop. Oh, wow. There they are again.
Can we hear for Tyrese? You think
yes,
you just fell out of the coconut tree? Well,
we might have fallen out and hit our head twice. Oh, there they are again. There they are again. Now, this was a streaming down in Texas, so it's very grainy, but sure looks like them.
Of AFT. I know that by nature, you are visionaries.
It was lagging on their end when I recorded this. It's not.
There is one.
Oh, looky there. Oh, good golly. She's wearing them here as well.
But are bound to
and here.
The GOP.
There.
Overturning
oh, she's wearing them there. And she's wearing them here.
Virginia,
sure looks familiar.
Americans.
Our nation is being
And
torn
she's
apart
wearing them there.
by gun violence.
And, good God, he looks so familiar.
Welcome forward.
Oh, even on Air Force Two.
While in
Well,
the air,
giving it.
Joe
Oh,
Biden is president
there
of
we
the
go.
United
We
States
see him
and I am
again.
Vice President. Voted.
found that at the beginning of
They're probably just a
President
family
Biden's
heirloom.
term,
That must
now
be
it's
what it
less
is,
than
right?
50%.
They're just some special family heirloom.
Inflation has been coming down. Prices for basics
They
like
are right
food
there.
and shelter
Right
Women for
there.
office
Man,
remain
I love
high.
those. Okay, this review was done by hi-fi.com. And it's a review of those earrings right there. There they are. Do they look familiar? Do they look familiar? They even have a pretty liberal-looking model for them. Let's read this review. Nova H1 audio earrings are wireless earphones and jewelry in one. The Nova H1 audio earrings from Nova Products GmbH are an interesting new concept. They are designed to look and be worn like clip-on earrings, but they are actually wireless earbuds. Much like bone conduction headphones that wrap around your neck or the back of your ears without having to be inserted into your ear canals, these earbuds provide sound without physically blocking your ears. They also double as jewelry. Here's a look at how they work. Well, we're going to skip their video. As discussed in the video above, they work using one-directional sound from the pearl, which comes in a variety of color options, to the ear. The directional sound technology ensures that only the wearer hears the audio without distracting others, which would be very good if you're on stage or in a crowd or in an interview. And since the buds don't actually go in your ears, you can maintain a level of situational awareness, which you might want, hearing ambient noises. With that said, this also means there's no noise cancellation capabilities should you want them. Each earring weighs about 7 grams, the same as a standard clip-on earring, battery life, blah, 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 blah. You don't need pierced ears. But the most important question is, how do they sound? I tried a pair on for a short period of time and listened to a song playing It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls. They were easy to put on, though it's hard to tell how secure they were after wearing for long periods. They can easily be pulled off and potentially fall off the ears if you were to pull a messenger bag over your head, for example, or put on a shirt. So if you're doing some bedroom activities, you want to be very careful, which rumor has it, that's probably one point in time when Madam Vice President doesn't need instructions in her ears on what to do. Audio-wise, the sound was very quiet, even though I was told the volume was set to high. With that said, it was in a loud and crowded ballroom, so it isn't exactly the best setting to test a product like this. Now, does that make sense now maybe why they did not want to do the taped interview in front of a crowd? And why they didn't want to do any of the debates with an audience? And now if you think about this for just a minute, go watch some of her campaign footage, her speeches. Whenever the crowd is cheering and they're loud, all she can do goes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please shut the heck up because I can't hear what they're telling me to tell you. And pay attention as well to her cadence when she's on script, because it's very audio-wise, the sound is very quiet. Even though she'll only say a few words and then the next set of words. Now you could say that's good verbal pausing for a speech, but if you pay attention to the time in that verbal pause, they're all different. Pause of time, different time.
To a Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. Happy Hotep Thursday. Welcome to the after party. I'm Cannon. Hotep, give yourselves a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now, but you hanging out with me, and I really appreciate it. If you're new, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. You want to donate to the channel? $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super chats, Rumble rants, always welcome, guys. Also, consider becoming a subscriber over here on Kick. You hear me? Consider becoming a subscriber over here on Kick. It's the easiest and fastest way to support the channel because every little bit of money goes back into the channel, guys. Every little bit of money goes back into the channel because we're supported by viewers like you. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. So I played that video because it was interesting because I was sitting there when we was watching the debate, and I think I made a comment saying, yo, I was like, she got all this money, she got on clip-on earrings? And then I started to see stuff the next day saying that, the earrings were earbuds. The earrings were earbuds, and she was cheating. Somebody was telling her what to say in her ear. It was 20v1, Trump versus 20 people. And I was like, dang, I didn't want to run with it, and I still kind of don't want to run with it, but the theory is pretty sound, It's a company called Nova. They make the very same earring that she had on. I mean, it looks the same. It looks the exact same. Now, I don't know how much of a difference it makes because, like y'all said, she say some stupid shit out of her mouth, right? She say some dumb shit out of her mouth. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't have a script for her and she doesn't go off script thinking that she can riff and she can't riff. You know what I mean? But I digress, I digress. But you got to admit, we all sat there and said, you know what? She sounds a lot better than we all thought she was going to sound, right? She sounded a whole lot better than we thought she was going to sound. Did she have her thoughts together? Did she really prep, or was somebody really in her ear? I don't know. I'm just saying, I just wanted to let you guys see that. I thought it was pretty interesting. Anyway, let's get to it. What a wonderful show about HJ and Unc. What a fantastic show about HJ and Unc. Oh, man. They touched on quite a few things. One, we're going to start here. I'm a huge Kendrick Lamar fan, right? I've been a Kendrick Lamar fan since, like I said, Vanity Slave, since Section 80 album, right? Fantastic. Those weren't her thoughts, believe me. Of course they weren't her thoughts. Oh, man. Anyway, so what you saying? They had the whole blurb on their website that they were going to break their silence on Jimmy Fallon's show. That's interesting. Obama was in the basement. Obama was in the back of the fucking pedophile van with the microphone. That's where he was at. Him and old Big Mike. Anyway. But the thing about it is, right? Kendrick, he was at either last year's or the year before Super Bowl, right? He performed with Dre and them, right? I guess they want to headline him this time. Give him the the complete stage. Which is, why not? He got a good body of work. He got a good 5 or 6 songs to give to the people on the national stage that is the Super Bowl halftime show. But my thing is, right, why not let Kendrick and Wayne share the stage? Wayne got a fantastic body of work too. I think Wayne could put on a performance if he wants to put on a performance. Now, if you want some Rhythm Nation shit with some fucking asymmetrical sports jackets and Gumby fades and shit, then yeah, you got it with Kendrick. But I also want to hear some good bars from your boy Wayne. Wayne got some bangers. And I wouldn't mind hearing it. I wouldn't mind seeing that at the Super Bowl. It'd be a good change of pace. I think HJ was way off base with it, though. Talking about the white man. The white man, he controlled, no. Uncle's right. Uncle's right. Hova, Jay-Z runs the halftime show. They gave him carte blanche. He does whatever he wants to do when it comes to the halftime show. So Wayne not being at the halftime show was solely on Jay-Z. Because them people at the NFL, the higher ups, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They just want some entertainment between the second and third quarter. That's it. That's it. But, you know, instead of saying one or the other, why don't we have both? That'd be a fucking fantastic. And then they should collab. They got time. They got time. The season just started. They should collab and make a song together if they haven't already made a song together. That should be fire. That should be straight fire. Straight fire. I don't know what you guys think. Who would y'all rather see? Would y'all rather see Kendrick or would y'all rather see Wayne? That's my question. Would you rather see Kendrick or would you rather see Wayne? Or would you like to see the entire, all of the Nolia? All of the Nolia. You say K-Dot, all of the Nolia down there. You want to see Master P and No Limit? You want to see Cash Money? You want to see, you know, both of them hit the stage? That shit be fire. That shit be fire. I don't know, yo. I don't know. I just know this. I hope it's better than every other year. I hope it's better than every other year. Because, like, the Super Bowl halftime show has been getting kind of tired, yo. I check out. Like, last year's halftime show, I didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? J.R. Bell said the Hot Boys. Pro said Wheezy F Baby. Mazalon says Wayne, but I would rather have some metal on stage for a change. What metal band would you like to see on stage? That's my question. Have they had a metal band on stage? Have they had an alternative rock band on stage? And Coldplay don't count. Maroon 5 don't count. Have they had any real alternative or metal on stage at the halftime show? I want to know. I want to know. What's up, Rob Painless in the building? But I'm tired of the halftime show. I barely watched it last year, if I watched any at all. I forgot who was even the headliner or who was on the was it Rihanna? It was Rihanna the year before. Who was on the halftime show? The Super Starvation Bowl. Lil Troy. I ain't heard that name in a minute. It was Usher last year. Yeah, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? HJ did have a point and said that the audience is already there. They're not selling Super Bowl tickets for the halftime show. However, I would like to see a really good halftime show. Okay, Usher was last year. Rihanna was the year before that. Gotcha. Yeah, so, you know, I don't know. We'll see. You know, Kendrick going to be there is going to put a lot of eyes on the halftime show. If Wayne was the headline of the halftime show, it'll put a lot of eyes on the halftime show. If they was there together, it definitely would put a lot of odds on the halftime show. But if they did the Know Your Classic, all right, if they did the Know Your Classic, you know, bring out all the Know Your rappers and groups, that's damn sure going to put the asses in the seats and the viewership up to an all-time high for the Super Bowl halftime show. Descendant of Loki says Godsmack. Okay. All right. I heard a couple Godsmack songs. Disturb would be nice. I do like Disturb. I got on Disturb because of the Sound of Silence remake they did. That shit was fire. Latoya said she would love to see Korn. I wouldn't mind seeing Korn up there either. They should do that. Why not? You have all the haters. Oh, it's the white supremacy bowl. Loki said 5-finger death punch. Okay. Okay, all right. Who's SOTD? Is that some like K-pop shit, Zan? Who's SOTD? Slayer. Oh shit. Oh, System of a Down. Okay. Rage Against the Machine, or are they raging on behalf of the machine now? Linkin Park. But Chester Bennington's dead. Can you have a proper Linkin Park without Chester Bennington? You know, that's my question. That's my question. Can you have a proper Lincoln Park setup without Chester Bennington? You know, by the way, if you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out, guys. Limp Bizkit? No, they didn't do the Super Bowl. They never, hold on. Didn't Limp Bizkit never did the Super Bowl? Why am I feeling like they did the Super Bowl? I don't know why I feel like they did the Super Bowl. But I don't know. Anybody, where Jay at? Anybody do the gematria for this year's football season? Do we know who's going to the Super Bowl already? Anybody? Do they want to make the Kansas City Chiefs a dynasty? Is that what we doing? If Unearthed played, you watch the Super Bowl? I hear that, Willie Will. They replaced Chester with a chick? How? How do you do that? Remember Jay-Z and Linkin Park did that album? Why wouldn't Jay-Z put Linkin Park on? They did the album together and shit. Remember that? What up, Rudy in the building? Inside it says the Super Bowl coming up. we just taking trying to figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl this year, but we're just talking about the Super Bowl halftime show since it's been a discussion, you know, on Black Twitter and some more places. You know. Oh yeah. I'm on the twatters. I'm on the Twitters. That's where HJ and Unc found me roaming through the Twitter woods yelling at people. They found me rolling through the Twitter woods yelling at people. Linkin Park and Korn from Cali. I still call it Twitter. I don't like the name X. Theory of a Dead Man. Never heard of them. You think it's gonna be the Chiefs and the Lions? Oh shit. That's crazy. But anyway, it's gonna be interesting to see. But Kendrick Lamar, no matter who takes the stage, Kendrick or Wayne or the Noya Classic, is gonna be. Hopefully, it's a change of pace on what we're used to. Taylor boyfriend got the racist cop haircut. Don't he do that every year though? Like last year, he had the bad mustache and the cop cut, right? The cop stash and all that shit. Thought he did. Thought he did. Now I want to show you this video. It's pretty hilarious. I thought I was the only person that caught this. I thought I was the only person that caught this during the debates. Check this out.
I actually have the endorsement of former Vice President Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney and Satan. That's next.
The Sith Lord is back.
Like a demon, it rises again.
Dick Cheney, Darth Vader, Satan.
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role.
We don't need Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney was dangerous. That war.
The only thing you got to do is just be better than Dick Cheney.
I like to see Dick Cheney exposed. He's a liar.
I actually have the endorsement of former Vice President Dick Cheney.
You were part of the Dick Cheney cult that led to hundreds of thousands of innocent Iraqis being killed because of the cult you were in.
Cheney dishonestly made up the idea they had nuclear weapons. Just lied. Why do they want these wars? What is it that they don't like somebody because they don't like the look of their face?
Irrelevant national embarrassments, Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney.
I'm old enough to remember Dick Cheney driving over to the CIA to look over their shoulders to make sure they gave him the intel that he wanted so as to justify the Iraq war.
I actually have the endorsement of former Vice President Dick Cheney.
No apologies, no regrets from former Vice President Dick Cheney for the harsh CIA.
I thought I was the only person that caught that during the debate. I'm like, did she just fucking big up Dick Cheney? Did she just like name drop Dick Cheney? I started laughing. I was like, yo, what? She just name dropped Dick Cheney? Are we serious right now? When did Dick Cheney become like a white hat or somebody to be proud that supports you? Yo, I was like, geez Louise. It was so much shit. It was so much ammo to go after it with. Like shit like that just tripped me out. Tripped me out, man. Dick Cheney. Didn't Dick Cheney shoot somebody in the face? Am I wrong about that? Dick Cheney shot somebody in the face. Like on a bird hunting trip. That's the thing. That's the thing that that I remember. First I remember that Dick Cheney was really running the White House. It wasn't George W. It wasn't George Jr. Okay. It was Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney was running the White House. Dick Cheney was running the White House during that day in September as well. Dick Cheney was calling the shots that day. Dick Cheney was calling the shots, period. George W. was just the face to push whatever Dick Cheney told him to do. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Bush was off them whippets. Oh man, that is. You said the guy apologized to him. I'm sorry you shot me in the face. You talking about like what? Oh my gosh, that's wild. But yeah, I remember he shot the guy in the face with like some bird shot. Like how the fuck you do that? I think they were trying to get rid of y'all. Who will be calling me right now? Can't answer right now. Goodness gracious. Oh boy. I actually have the endorsement of Dick Cheney. And she fucking said that shit with pride. That's something you don't talk about. That's like Trump going up there like, I actually have the support of David Duke, if you didn't know. You know what I mean? Like what? No, that's some shit you don't tell people. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness gracious. That is a mask off moment though, by the way. That is a mask off moment. A moment. He shot the attorney general? Oh my gosh. It was an error. The what? Liz Cheney too? Get the fuck out of here. He's what? He's in charge of the UFO. Oh. Are you serious? Project Bluebeam coming soon, people. We know who's in charge of it. Project Bluebeam coming soon. Coming soon. How about that? I can't believe they let her get away. Well, I ain't gonna say let her get away. We know that they were on her side the entire time. Sorry, I'm yawning. They were on her side the entire time. And people got mad because Donald Trump started crashing out. Like, yo, there's only so much you can take. There's only so much. What the fuck? There's only so much that you can take before you just like, yo, this shit ain't cool, yo. You know what I mean? I'm still laughing when he was like, in newsflash, he hates her. Talking about Biden and Kamala Harris. Where's your boss and who's running the country? You need that newsflash, and he hates her. Yo, that shit was funny. Then he said her policy's a C-spot run. That shit made me laugh. Then he said she jogging his style so much that he was going to send her a MAGA hat. That shit had me ready to be on the floor. Trump funny, yo. But Kamala, man. What Eddie Griffin say? Kamala chameleon. Man. Is that Trump hat real or so? I thought it was AI, right? Cause I seen one. I was like, that looks kind of AI-ish to me. Right? It looked AI-ish to me. Let me see if I can't find it. I thought I had it squirreled away. Yeah, here you go. So this is the one I thought was AI. Because it's the way it looks like robotic is how he's moving. Like, doesn't that look like kind of robotic? It would have, but there was another angle. There was another angle where he had the hat in his hand and he put the hat on his head like that. So I was like, yo, that shit AI. That shit looks fake, and he's moving like a robot. But then there was another angle. I don't know if I. Let me see. Let me see if I can't find it. Let me see. I think this is it right here.
Oh, sure, I'll go. Huh? Yeah.
You remember your name?
I don't remember my name. I'm slow.
Stuart Park. Stuart Old Park.
You hear what he just said?
Huh?
Yeah.
You remember your name?
I don't remember my name. I'm slow.
Stuart Park. Stuart Old Park.
I don't think he's joking.
Man, I'm an old guy.
And you're an old park, right?
I know you would know about that.
What?
About being old.
Oh, I know.
All right.
I'm a young timer.
He reminds me of the guys I grew up with. There was always one in the neighborhood.
So we know the Trump hat's real because the guy's wearing it on his head.
There you go, man. I need that hat.
Want my autograph?
Hell no.
You know my name. Come on.
I ain't going that far.
Yeah. You said you would do a selfie. There you go.
I'm proud of you now. So I guess it's real. It's real. I guess it's real. I don't know what Biden doing. He out like, why is he out there like he running for office? Is my question. Why he out here like he running for office? Montoya said he don't even care no more. He probably got a point. He probably don't care no more. That's hilarious. Man, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on this timeline, yo. I swear, I don't even know if I belong to this timeline, to be honest with you. I be thinking sometimes like, damn, where did I go wrong? Did something happen to me? How did I end up here? You know? Fuego said, yeah, he's off the leash. Let him wander around and smell all the kids he wants. Oh my God, stop. He has no handlers anymore. No, he still got somebody that's keeping his ass quiet to a certain extent. I keep forgetting he's still president, but then again, he probably forgets too. Is that where he's at? He's in Shanksville, PA. He's sunsetting. Oh gosh, I will be requesting the good drugs now. Somebody handed him that pen. That's the most relatable he's ever been. Oh, man. Mike says, we're in the best of the timelines as far as I'm concerned. Boy. I don't know. That was interesting. I was like, yo, did he just put that hat on? I guess he like, fuck it. Who cares? I'm not running for office anymore. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm going to put on this Trump hat. Because let's be real. Biden wasn't some ultra liberal person. Biden was as conservative as it gets. He was playing a part. He didn't believe none of the shit that he was spewing. He ain't believe in no fucking open borders. He ain't believe in none of that shit. He was transactional. Is what he was. He changed his narrative to suit a motive. Is what happened. That's what happened. Would you say TGM? By the way, welcome. What do you honestly think it's feeling like for Trump's chances? I still think Trump got a hell of a shot. I don't think the debate hurt him, to be honest with you. I don't think the debate hurt him. You know, I know some people think that he needed to like have a flawless victory, but at the same time, what did Kamala answer? She didn't do it. She did nothing but filibuster and gaslight the entire night, and people saw through it. People I talked to the next day saw through it, and the people that I was talking to that saw through it the next day, they're not even Trump supporters. They're Democrats, and it was like, yo, she ain't say shit. It was like she deflected the whole night. You know what I mean? So I think he still has a chance, but he has to put the fucking foot on the gas, and he got to put his fucking foot on their necks. That's what he got to do. He got to lose the ego. He has to lose his ego because he got unhinged when she said that his crowd sizes were small or whatever she said, or people leave halfway through. He was like, you wait a goddamn minute there, Kamala. He got mad at that shit. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. That shit got to roll off your back, Donnie T. Shit like that got to roll off your back, bruh. Or else they just always going to fucking take that. They're going to take that lane every single time. JR said the comfortable folks didn't see through it. They are still drinking the Kool-Aid. Yeah, but I think it's starting to get fewer and fewer that's drinking that Kool-Aid, though. You know what I mean? Like, again, the media really wants to make her seem likable. You know what I mean? That's what they want. They really want to make her seem likable. And that she's some new hot hip on the scene candidate. I think a lot of people are starting to wake up to that BS. That's just me. That is just me. So check it out. I see this guy on my IG feed a lot. He's pretty funny. But I guess he started trying to get into the grift with the confronting the pedophile shit. Right now, the ones that we've been seeing, you got people beating up on the pedophiles and punching them in the face and fucking giving them fucking Chuck Norris sidekicks and all this other shit, right? And I think that Goldstein's right. You're going to see too much of that shit, and then people are going to start to sympathize with the pedophiles, right? Which is fucking crazy to me, but I can understand where he's coming from, right? But check this out. This is the way I think you should go about it. He was on his Chris Hansen shit.
I don't understand how as a father you are comfortable with sexualizing your own daughter, some random pedophile online. I'm going to tell you, man, I'm not from anywhere near this area, and I came all the way here to talk to you about this. So the least you can do is just be honest with me, okay? I know there's nudes of your daughter on your phone.
There's not.
Yes, there is. We were able to see every single one of your photos already.
Well, I have a problem then, because that phone is at my store.
Okay, so that has nudes of your daughter?
It has a couple, yes.
Okay.
And I will delete those.
When did you take those nudes of your daughter?
A while ago.
What was she doing in those pics?
Just like this.
Okay, were you able to see her private parts?
Just her top.
What about her butt?
Yes, I have some of her butt and underwear.
Okay, were those meant to be for sexual arousement?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you touch her?
No.
Here's what's going to happen now, okay? And I'm prepared to go to her school and go talk to her right now. I'm prepared to go ask her everything.
Please don't.
Okay, I want to hear it from you. Was it maybe just over the clothes, rubbing of the vagina?
Over the clothes.
You rubbed her vagina over the clothes?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Listen to me. You're going to be as honest as possible with that guy. Whatever you...
Serious?
Mm-hmm.
That's how it should be done, I think. I think Goldstein's right. I think Goldstein, when it comes to this shit, you start beating up on the pedophiles and all this other shit, which, look, don't get me wrong. They deserve to have their asses whooped, the lights turned out, all of that good shit. But what happens is if you keep doing that, then eventually they're going to get a fucking bill passed for the anti-pedophile hate bill or some shit like that. Like, that's what they're going to start to do. You got to get your point across without the humiliation and the violence of it. You know what I mean? And really make them face the music and go before, you know, and get arrested and go to court over that shit. But when you got, you know, Lil Pump and Bradley Martin and them beating up on the guys, you know, although I think they deserve the shit. Doing that shit, especially on social media in the public eye, is going to eventually start to garner some sympathy for these fucking animals. So when I seen this video, I was like, "Dad, that's a better approach, right? That's a better approach." He was a big boy. He probably could have pummeled the shit out of y'all, but he didn't. He took it the Chris Hansen route, the To Catch a Predator route. Guy in the back of the police car, he going downtown. Hopefully that little girl get placed somewhere safe and never has to deal with him again. You know, but we can't take care of it to a point where they start to garner sympathy. We do not want them getting sympathy. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's how I looked at it. You know what I mean? Go cartel and hang them off the overpass. If you're gonna do it, don't fucking put it on Instagram Live or some shit like that, where people will start feeling bad for these people. In 5 years, they have parades. Remember the TED Talk where they were trying to add the P to the LGBTQ shit? They were trying to add a P. People don't forget that. They were trying to add a P. Which was wild to me. What the hell happened here? What the fuck is that? How you do that? How'd you do this shit? That's interesting. Anyway. Gotta do what? Gotta back that up with tougher laws. Yeah. Give me a good machete. When was this? I don't know. Let me see. I mean, the video was posted September 11th. So yesterday is when that video was posted. So I don't know when it got done, but the video was posted on the 11th. I mean, that's what I think. I think that was the best way to do it. When you start pummeling on them and stuff like that, like I said, I like it. It's made for good TV for me watching them get beat up. Especially the one where the dude was running through the fucking store like, help! And they fucking hit him and he slid fucking 3 miles across the fucking floor. That shit had me rolling. I slapped the knee. I thought that shit was hilarious. But at the same time, if you keep doing it, it's going to garner fucking, sympathy. And we don't need sympathy for pedophiles. We need the wood chipper. Jay on his grind right now. Jay on his grind in Joe Biden's America, stacking his cash, doing this thing. Getting to that bag. So, he said he's gonna be back with us when he can. He just gotta get this bag right now. So I told him I completely understand. You know what I mean? You gotta get to the bag. So check it, right? This is very interesting. Very interesting to me. So how they were saying they fact-checked Donald Trump that there's no state in the United States that allows late-term abortions, right? Check this out. Excuse me.
Right, calling the Care Clinic in Bethesda, Maryland.
It's in my state.
Calling Care, how can I help you? I am looking to have an abortion.
How far along are you?
I'm 34 right now. I am in a pretty desperate situation. My boyfriend is kind of out of the picture now, so I don't really have any support.
An abortion at any stage is actually much safer than delivering a term pregnancy. It's a 4 to 5 day procedure. We do some basic lab work on you and start to dilate your cervix. After that, we do what we call the fetal injection. A needle is inserted through the abdomen and into the fetal heart where lidocaine is injected, and that will completely numb the fetus so there's no pain. And then after that, we inject a medication called digoxin and another medication called KCL into the fetal heart, which will slow and then stop the fetal heartbeat. And then on that 4th day, depending on how your cervix is dilated, we'll break your water, and then we'll give you a medication called misoprostol. Misoprostol will sort of induce contraction and increase the dilation of your cervix. You're going to have contractions and cramping, and then we'll assist you in sort of pushing in the induction and then remove all of the products of conception. You're definitely going to feel discomfort and cramping and a lot of pressure, but we do give you fentanyl and Versed during the procedure. We specialize in later trimester care. Our doctor is very well versed in what he's doing, and he's very good.
So I'm not like a rare situation. Y'all help women this late in pregnancy all the time?
All the time.
How about that? How about that? That's here in Bethesda, Maryland. I thought that shit was fucking crazy. Crazy.
I don't know.
How's that? Hold on. Fucking crazy. And then you had this one right here. This one was interesting too. Check this out. I guess this lady was arguing with somebody at something about abortions. Check this shit out.
We're going to call the abortion facility and I'm going to tell them I'm pregnant with a 32-week fetus, as you say. Hi, I just turned 32 weeks pregnant. Am I able to come in for an abortion ASAP?
I wouldn't be able to see you for the week of the 23rd, so that would put you at 34 weeks.
Can I still have an abortion at 34 weeks?
Yes, ma'am. I just have to do an intake form. Do you have about 5 minutes?
Sure, I have 5 minutes. Yeah, I just found out that she could have Down syndrome. I can still have the abortion, right, even though she has Down syndrome?
Yeah, so we just have to do an intake because the doctor...
It doesn't fucking matter. That's late-term abortion, ma'am. That's abortion in the 8th month of pregnancy. That's discriminatory based on someone's genetic code. She just confirmed she would commit an abortion on me with my child who's viable and can live outside the womb. Now we're going to call the...
Interesting. But ABC News said that Donald Trump was wrong. ABC News said Donald Trump was wrong and that there's no state that will perform a late-term abortion. Interesting, right? Very interesting, right? I wonder if those moderators were just injecting their opinion. We don't think there. That's what he should have said. We don't think that there are places that would do shit like that. Really? Okay. This is also interesting. How long is this? This one's kind of long. Let's see what this lady got to say. Speaking of the moderators.
So I'm finding out this morning that one of the moderators, the lady that was up there, is actually Kamala's sorority sister. So you have the sorority sister, and then you have...
Now I just want you guys to hear this. The views and opinions made by this lady do not represent the views of Canon Hotep, the Hotep's Been Told You, After Party, or YouTube. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm just going to put it like that.
Have her best friend that is one of the execs. So now we know why there was a 3-on graders. The lady that was up there is actually Kamala's sorority sister. So you have the sorority sister, and then you have her best friend that is one of the execs. So now we know why there was a 3-on-1 debate. So we know that it was a biased debate. No questions asked. So you're celebrating for nothing because she never did get to her policy. She never answered any questions. They never fact-checked her on anything. I want to bring something else to your attention because a lot of people are distorted in knowing what a real leader is. See, Trump is a real leader. A real leader is not perfect by any means. For my Christians out there, you know David in the Bible wasn't perfect. You know Paul wasn't perfect. Noah wasn't perfect. Solomon wasn't perfect. Abraham wasn't perfect. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. King Cyrus. None of those leaders were perfect, but nonetheless, they were leaders. See, a leader shows up. They don't hide from the people. She's saying that she's a part of the people. Then where were you for 3.5 years? You didn't show up. You didn't show up for the families that was in Afghanistan. You didn't show up. All you did was hid behind the keyboard all weekend and talk about the real leader that showed up. You didn't show up to the border. Trump went to the border, even though he wasn't president. He showed up to the border. And for all you black people out there, she didn't even show up to the NABJ. Trump showed up to the NABJ. You know, so the only leader that's perfect was Jesus Christ. But even back then, in his day, they would have called him an imperfect leader because he didn't concede to their itching of ears and what they wanted to do. He wasn't all about optics. All he was about his father's business, standing on the truth. That's what Jesus was about. He's the only perfect leader. But you know, Satan, they manipulate you with flattery. That's what Satan does. He makes you, they polish themselves up to deceive you. See, Satan is the father of lies. Jesus is the conveyor of truth. And that's what we need during this time. It's time to rise up and speak out against the evil of the atrocities of this party. The manipulation, the gaslighting. It has to stop. And black people, y'all are sitting up here and y'all supporting this stuff. And this woman said that she wasn't doing nothing for black folks. She was locking up black men in jail left and right. And y'all still want to back her. So she's saying that it's time for a change. She is completely right. I 100% agree. It's time for a change, and it's time to get your administration, fire her administration, and move in Trump into the White House. Y'all, so it's time to put America first instead of having America last. So y'all, let's get out there. We stay prayed up. We need to we need to pray during these rough times and just keep your head on the swivel. And I'll check in with y'all later. All right.
There you go. Another black woman against Kamala. Well, HJ call him B-Wax. Another B-Wax. Oh, man. Yo, I'm telling y'all, a lot of people are waking up out here, guys, and don't want nothing to do with Kamala and them, y'all. Nothing to do with Kamala with them. So this is the shit we want to. This is why we need Donnie T in office. This is why we can't allow Kamala and the Democratic Party to continue to fuck shit up. Check this craziness out. And I told my homegirl about this shit, and she's like, I can't let my son go to school in California. They teaching shit like this. Check this out.
Parents, this video is for you. It is imperative that we pay attention to what is going on in our schools. I got a permission slip recently from my daughter's school, and we live in a fairly conservative area next to Akron, Ohio. The permission slip was for her to attend health class. Mind you, she is in 5th grade. It had the syllabus on there and a link to show you what material she will be learning. I did some research, and you will be astounded, oh my gosh, blown away by what they are trying to teach my 5th grader. Watch this video. It is absolutely disgusting.
Yes, come on, yes, oh yes. Aha! What are you doing there? You've had enough for one day. You'll go blind. I'm coming!
How many times is too many to masturbate in one day?
Hashtag AskAmaze!
There's no limit on the number of times a person can masturbate each day.
I have another question. Sometimes my penis stands up in the air, and it feels good when I touch it.
When your penis stands up, it's called an erection. Girls also have a private part that they may want to touch because it feels nice. The clitoris. It's okay.
Mind you, I'm reminding you, the video is for 5th graders. And we, on the right, are saying that the left is trying to over-sexualize our children. This is exactly what we're talking about. And they want to gaslight us and pretend that it's not happening. In what world does a 5th grader need to learn how to masturbate? Now, this is just the beginning. They start in 5th grade and they work their way up. Here are just some of the videos that are on this Amaze website. I encourage you to go check them out yourself. This is not the only website that they will use to teach our children as well. The sad part is, in order to get federal funding, they have to do these programs.
When you're born, your sex is assigned in a medical way, but the sex listed on your birth certificate may not necessarily match your gender identity.
Gender identity is a person's inner experience of who they are in terms of gender, their deep personal sense of being male, female, a blend of both, or neither.
And while many people have a gender identity that's the same as their assigned birth sex of female or male, that's not always the case, because gender exists on a spectrum. Like transgender, which means a person whose gender identity is not consistent with their assigned birth sex. Non-binary, which means a person whose identity doesn't fall in the category of either male or female. And genderqueer or gender fluid, which means a person who does not identify themselves as having a specific gender at all.
Does gender identity have to do with being straight or gay? Actually, no. Gender identity has to do with the way you feel about yourself, while sexual orientation is based on the way you feel toward others. The people.
Luckily, in Ohio, you can opt out. I don't know about.
Why they had a black family do that shit? Is gender just a social construct? Why they had a black people do this shit? Bruh.
Other states, you'll have to dig into that further. I found on Ohio Protects Children a opt-out form. I'm going to show it right here for you. So this form I sent to my principal and assistant principal. They got back to me and said that my daughter will not be attending any health classes whatsoever. Now, mind you, I'll have to do this every single year, every single grade, but I don't mind. The only thing that sucks is I know that other students are going to attend this class, and maybe my daughter will ask them, well, what was the class about? So inevitably, I can't keep her from this because of the public school system. And this reason alone is why I am running for school board in Ohio this upcoming election. Parents, please, please pay attention to what is going on in our schools. If we are not aware, this will continue. Also, don't forget to share this with a friend. A lot of parents really don't know what's going on, and I don't blame you for that whatsoever, but after watching this video, you have to get informed. Thank you so much for watching. Stay informed.
That's wild, Joe. That's wild. I remember a few years ago where they had in California where they was teaching kindergartners that it was okay to touch yourself. It feels good. This is what they were doing in these streets. Jabbar, you should have a moderator now, bro. Let's see. Try it again. Yeah, you got it, Jabari. But yeah, this is crazy. Like a few years ago, they was teaching kindergartners in California that it's okay to touch yourself. It feels good. Doing the same shit. It's almost like they wanna get kids to start being sexually active so fucking soon. Like I didn't get sex ed until like sophomore year of high school. I think is when I had it, and then my parents had to sign a permission slip. I mean, by that time, my father had already talked to us, but you know, you get it. They want to do this shit younger and younger and younger. They want these kids sexually promiscuous and all this other stuff before they even hit puberty. This is crazy, yo. This is wild. It was 5th grade in the 80s? That's crazy, for real? That's interesting. Not for me. Well, I wasn't in school in the 80s. I was in school in the 90s and the early 2000s. But regardless, that's wild. That's wild, especially the social gender construct and all that other shit. These babies got enough. They got enough time before they get to that shit. You know what I mean? They got more than enough time to get to that shit. Stop forcing it on them. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Sex ed was in the 5th grade. I think that shit is fucking wild. I wasn't thinking about fucking in the 5th grade. I don't think I started thinking about fucking until like I was at least 7th or 8th grade. You know what I mean? That's just. But to sit here and teach kids how to, it's too much. And then we even had like after school specials, like make a wise decision type situation. Montoya said she could tell us some stories from her high school days. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord have mercy. Montoya over there like Dear Diary. Montoya over there like Dear Diary. You was thinking about Need for Speed and Transformers in the 5th grade? Yeah, that's all we got was abstinence. Like we got little after school special videos about like, you know, what do you do in this situation? Don't be pressured into doing this, and you know what I mean, shit like that. That's how we were. Don't be pressured into this and da 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 da. You had sex at the beginning of middle school, and I'm older than you. Yeah, mine was in the 10th grade. I remember Teen Summit, yo. That used to come on every Saturday after like Saturday morning cartoons. Teen Summit would come on. More confusing for the young ones, yeah. To complicate their lives unnecessarily, especially like the gender shit. Like stop it. Yeah, you're born a specific gender at the hospital, but doesn't mean that's what you are because you gotta feel what you want. Like it sounds so fucking stupid. I can't. Speaking of that gender shit, right? Did y'all see this? Did you guys see this? This is what people are voting for. Show your friends. Show all your friends that want to vote for Kamala Harris. That's what they're going to fucking get.
That they were standing in the way of surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners. And there was a specific case. And when I learned about the case, I worked behind the scenes to not only make sure that transgender woman got the services she was deserving.
I wonder if she got the earrings on.
So it wasn't only about that case. I made sure that they changed the policy in the state of California so that every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access to the medical care that they desired and need. And I believe it was not only, I know it was historic in California, but I believe actually it may have been one of the first, if not the first in the country, where I pushed for that policy in a Department of Corrections. That they were standing in the way.
This is what they're voting for. Show your friends this is what they're voting for. The funny part is a lot of people I know that love Kamala Harris. We're going to vote for her. That don't want to acknowledge that she's been the vice president for the last 3.5 years. They don't want to. They don't like shit like this. They cringe at shit like this, but are willing to vote for her. I'm like, yo, she's against everything. She's for everything you're against, and y'all still want to go fucking pull that fucking lever for her? Are we serious? Even church folk want to vote for her. You got pastors in the pulpit preaching that Donald Trump's evil and you gotta go with her. But she's against. She's a blasphemer. She's a blasphemer. She wants transitions in prison and abortions and all this shit the church is against. Oh no, I never believe any story that she tells. You can tell that it's a lie. The way she starts them off or the way she omits certain things is bullshit. Mexishine's voting for her because feelings and they think it might legalize their third cousin Hector. But this is what they're voting for. Show them this shit, yo. Show them the inconsistency. Show them the flip-flopping. She up there talking about she ain't coming for guns because she's a gun owner with fucking Tim Walz. I'm like, you full of shit with that. They hate Trump so much that they don't care. Some of them don't even want to know. That's true. They're short circuit. They don't want their belief systems broken, Doc. They don't want their belief systems broken. That's what it is. They want to continue to be willfully ignorant. The same way they're willfully ignorant about old Barry Soetoro. They still love him and he ain't do shit for nobody. Obama, what did I say the other day? Obama was the stepdad. Obama walked out on his family and was a great stepdad. Obama's politics was like he walked out on his real family and became a fantastic stepdad. Oh my God. He left the American people black folks. He left black folks on the porch like that kid that's just sitting there like this waiting for their dad to pull up for the weekend and he never shows up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The kid be sitting over there with a fucking baseball glove and a baseball, and he's just sitting there like this, just waiting on the porch. He's coming, Mom. He said he's coming, Mom. I believe him this time, Mom. Dad's not gonna let me down this time. And then it's fucking 8 o'clock. It's dark. He ain't show up. That's Obama. He busy being a good dad to the stepkids. He busy being a good stepdaddy. Oh my gosh, yo, that shit is crazy. And then here come Joe Nicholslick. So the kids is all mad. So now the moms want to find a good stepdaddy for their kids. Here come Joe Nicholslick. She done gave him the ass on promises, and he ain't returned her phone calls. That is how it works, y'all. That is what it looks like. That's what that shit looks like. That's what Malcolm X was talking about liberals and the Democratic Party. Oh my gosh. This shit is crazy. Stepped into being in the Bush family. His ass was already a fucking, he was what? He's like George Bush 8th cousin or 9th cousin, and he's like Cheney's 8th cousin. How about that? How about that? Obama is Cheney's 8th cousin and Bush's 9th cousin. And that's a fact. They all go back to King John. Why do you think Michelle Obama kept sharing Werther's originals and shit with George Bush Jr.? They fucking related by marriage. They cousins and shit. Oh man, it's crazy. I swear truth is stranger than fiction. I'm just saying. That shit is fucking funny to me. Oh, goodness gracious. And then when she get in office, she the mother that got, she the mother that neglected her kids for Mr. Charles. She the mother that neglected her kids for Mr. Charles. She just want to be loved. And she done sacrificed her kids to find love. Mr. Charles done walked out on her. J.R. Bell said Kamala Imhoff is a stepmom. Ain't that a bit? You had a friend tell you today that they are voting for Kamala because of her price control policy. They gonna be really fucking mad about that one. When you start to see scarcity in the market, when you start to see scarcities in the market, they're gonna be really fucking upset about that one. Oh my goodness gracious. That's what's gonna happen. She's gonna try to put that cap on there, and the companies that she put the cap on gonna have to start cutting corners because the cost of doing business is being stifled or fucked with because of Kamala. So they're gonna have to cut corners and shit. And next thing you know, you're gonna be in the market and you're gonna try to get 2 bags of fucking chicken thighs or party wings, and they're gonna say, I'm sorry, you can only have 1 bag of party wings. Staying alive for bread. She was fine with it. Of course she is. They're ridiculous. They're ridiculous. Anyway, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit the follow button if you're over on Kick. Super chats, Rumble rants, always welcome. Also, Canon Hotep on Cash App if you guys want to donate to the channel, or just subscribe over on Kick. For a cup of coffee a month, guys, you could donate to one of your favorite streamers over here. You know, I'll quickly become one of your favorite streamers because my channel is fun. It's very fun. Very fun, and the chat is great. We're hilarious over here. It's a good time. It's a fantastic time, guys. So, you know, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Gift a sub to somebody. Gift 5 subs. Gift 10 subs, guys. Every little bit goes back into the channel. You know? If it wasn't for you, it would be no me. Just saying. Just saying. But anyway. Oh, man. This is one thing I want to see. Oh, my man. Back at it again. Back at it again. Shout out to my man, Eric July, Young Ripper. He got a new comic book dropping. Not only does he have a new comic book dropping, he's about to start dabbling in animated movies. And I can't wait. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Check this shit out. We're going to go full screen for this one.
Who the hell is this guy? What's he want? Where's he come from? After every soldier I have with him and he kicks their ass. Outman. Outgunned. And he walks away clean. With my money. Now what are y'all gonna do about that? Turn us loose, Tuna.
Let us do what we do.
That shit is fire. It's called Horseman. And I guess he got I'm about to order mine tonight. Yeah, it's the new Horseman ad. Bro, that'd be fire. That'd be dope. You here for yo, this shit is dope. Let's keep it going because he explains a little bit more what's going on. Definitely pre-ordering mine.
What's up, Rippaverse family? It's Dean Kane here, and I'll be voicing the Horseman for the upcoming Rippaverse animations. That's right. Look, this is a completely independent venture, and we want to see it through. A well-produced, solid Western animation desperately needs to return to form. Definitely need it. The Rippaverse has a team that's prepared to consistently release episodic content. They are prepared. The Horseman would be a great start. So please help us make it happen. Head over to rippaverse.com and become a member for as little as $5. Appreciate you.
Hey guys, I'm Eric July, the founder and owner of the Rippaverse. And now, The Horseman, Welcome to Flores Park by Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett is up for pre-order. This is one of our most highly anticipated comic books, and I know you're going to enjoy it. But not only did the animation you just watched serve as the trailer for the book, it also is the pilot. Let me take some time to explain. We've done several animated trailers since the launch of Rippaverse Studios. During that period of time, we were familiarizing ourselves with the industry while also building our creative team. Our animations consistently improve, and we now believe that we have the foundation to take things to the next level. Simply put, we want to have an animated universe with long-form content. This animated universe will not simply exist on its own. It'd be an extension of the comics with accurate adaptations specifically made to fit the animated format. But this isn't a pilot meant to shop this around in hopes that some mega corporation will pay us to pick it up and then, run it into the ground. This is more of a proof of concept for the audience in hopes that you like what you see, so we can do this independently. As you see, our quality is top notch, and if we have the time and resources to produce, we can create awesome competitive content for your enjoyment. Horseman would be a great starting point, voiced by the legendary Dean Kane. That said, animation is much different from comics when it comes to production. It takes a bigger team to produce, and of course, it's far more expensive. And getting a financial return from it is a different animal, especially in this digital age. With a comic, we can create and sell the physical copies, which dominate the market. With animated content, it's far more difficult to get that return. You'd have to invest a lot in it before you ever have a chance to make that money back. That's why it's far more attractive for people to sell off the rights to a big studio. Doing that is a lot less risky, and of course, they'll just pay you. But here's our plan and pitch. Our long-term goal is to house long-form content on our membership platform at rippaverse.com. Basically, it'll have a streaming service element. Eventually, once we can justify it, certain works would be distributed on other platforms with hard copies such as Blu-ray. If we ever hit 5,000 paid members of any kind, we'd finish episode number 1 of the Horsemen. It have at least a 10-minute runtime. We released that on our social media platforms so most people can view it in hopes that it would invite newbies to become members. Once we hit 10,000 total members, we commit to completing the first season of The Horsemen, which would be housed exclusively on our platform. Right now, the comics and merchandise pay for the comic books. That'll always remain our primary focus. The memberships, which come with awesome perks, we hope to be what funds Rippaverse Studios projects. I love to keep our animators busy and build Rippaverse Studios to be the next big indie producer. So head over to Rippaverse.com and become a paid member if you want to support this plan. Perks right now include merch and shipping discounts, but we're also doing a membership overhaul. Soon, we will be adding forums so you can nerd out with the fandom. We'll also do plenty of member-only content and streams so we can let you in on the process creatively. The list of perks will continue to grow. So please share this video out to all of your friends and family and become a member over at Rippaverse.com and go pre-order The Horsemen Welcome to Flores Park by Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett.
Not to mention, he got Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett fucking doing the illustration and all that other shit, man. That is fire. They were with Marvel. They were Marvel. That's just gonna be fire. I can't wait for it, guys. I can't wait for it. I gotta support Eric July, man. When I was first starting out on YouTube, he shouted me out. You know what I mean? But hey, he doing the Lord. He doing the Lord's work. He also creating a parallel economy. You know, he's putting out content that don't have any agenda in it. You can't beat that. Sharing this with friends that you know who want to support as well. Yeah. Yep. Go to Rippaverse.com and support. Like I got stuff like, let's see. I got Alpha Core. There we go. I got Alpha Core. I got ISOM 2. And I got ISOM number 1. I didn't get Yara. I missed the Yara drop. But I'm gonna still pick up Yara. I didn't get the initial drop. I'm gonna still pick up Yara, and I'm going to pick up the Horseman, just because I got to support. You know, oh, it works, Jack. Like I think all the campaigns he did, he fucking blew it out of. He fucking blew that shit out of the park. You know what I mean? You all booked up in Miami? That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, got my flight and shit. I'm all good to go. I'm gonna see y'all in Miami. It's gonna be a fun time, guys. And if you don't know what we're talking about, Hotep Con, October 3rd through the 6th, guys. Hotep Con, October 3rd through the 6th. Let me see. October 3rd through the 6th. Just hit the Hotep Con tab at hotepnation.com. Scroll on down, get your ticket. I know it says 3rd to the 5th, but we're there 3rd through the 6th. Get your tickets and use Cannon, 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 to get $200 off of your tickets. It's going to be a fantastic time. It's not that type of thing where you come and we're talking on stage and you never see us after we get off stage. No, we hanging out, we chilling, we drinking, we playing cards, we doing all sorts of shit. Having a good time out there for the weekend. It's HJ's birthday weekend as well, so come hang out with us, man. It's in Miami, October 3rd through the 6th, Hotep Con 2024. This is the 4th iteration of Hotep Con. If you missed the last 3, you missed out. But this one is going to be fantastic. The last 3 were in Vegas. This one's in Miami. It's going to be a good time, guys. It's going to be a good time. Hold on, wait. It's an ISOM 3? See, I'm about to be spending a bunch of money tomorrow. I know it was ISOM 3. I got to get ISOM 3 then. Any pool videos? No, nothing like they got me on the last time. I was making fun of HJ and somehow Taylor videotapes me making fun of HJ and then fucking roasts me with the video that I was making fun of HJ with. Hotep cartoon written with Eric July, based in Kemet. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Straight up. Straight up. You know what I mean? That'd be fantastic. I wouldn't mind it. Canon Hotep needs to make a shit. Canon Hotep need to make a cameo in the Horseman. Eric, if you see this, I need to make a cameo in the Horseman comic book, bruh. Put me in there. Black Punisher over here or something. I don't know. Just Canon Hotep. Put me in there. You know what I mean? Just saying. It'd be a fun time. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. You want to donate to the channel? $ Canon Hotep on Cash App, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Always welcome. Or become a member over on Kick. Just hit the subscribe button for a cup of coffee a month. You can help your boy keep the channel afloat. Yeah, you just in time for the let out, E. You just in time for the let out. Oh, man. Anyway. Until next time, guys, it's Canon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll holler at y'all.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.